Hello guys, my name is Yona, a Super Forex partner. I'm going to talk to you about this called Forex, modern market in this world. The Forex stands for foreign exchange. It's like you're going to buy one currency and selling another. Now let's go and see what the history of Forex. So go back the year before 1996. Forex was mainly conducted by the big banks, large institutions, and rich guys. So these institutions, big guys, they had a bulk of cash that could buy one currency and keep it for some time, and then going to sell it when the value of that currency has increased. So this way it was very possible for them to make profit, and it was very hard for moderate people and low standards people with low living standards. It was very hard for them to participate in Forex. So actually the big banks, large institutions, the rich guys, they were able to make a lot of profits by when a price moved from one value to another, the change in decimal places was capable to make a larger profit, because if you take that decimal point, you multiply by the bulk of cash they bought. But the moment they're going to sell it, when the value of the currency has increased, it was very likely to get a reasonable profit. But assume you personally, as a low standard or moderate person with a moderate living standard, it would be very hard for you to make profit. Even if you had made that profit, it'd be very little that you could do nothing. So after some time, it came in 1996, this spot forex started. The spot forex dealing with the online transactions. This made a lot of people be able to participate in forex market because there's brokers that facilitate low standards and moderate people with standard life, moderate and low standard life, to participate in forex, because these brokers have this so-called the leverage. They help you to use low capital in order to make larger profits, even though you have that low capital. So these brokers enable you to trade online. So why you should trade forex? First of all, the importance of trading forex: you become your own boss. You have no one to yell at you that you have to go to work and doing this. You just decide. You trade on your own time. It's like you make at what time you should be trading, at what time you should be working. It's up to you. Another important, you make profits on either sides. By saying this, I mean there's in forex actually we trade currency pairs. So if one currency its economy declines, there is possibility for another one to remain to maintain its standards, or it may raise up its economy. So it's likely when one currency economy is falling, actually you might be selling it and buying another currency pair before that falling currency economy has gone further down. So you make profit on either side. You can buy or sell. It is different compared to the stock markets and commodities and those metals, in which people buy these stuffs, keep them for some time, and then later come to sell. But take an assumption: if the world comes into crisis, it'd be very loss. It's a big loss for these guys who buy these commodities, stocks, and metals and keep them for some time. So if the world goes in crisis, you're supposed to wait for the value of that stock and commodities and many other things. You wait for that value to rise up again. So once it has risen up, then you get a chance to go and sell it with a profit. But unless otherwise, you'll be waiting for it until its value goes up. So you see how beneficial this forex market is. So another important is you work well relaxed. You can work forex anywhere, anytime. You can be trading at school, work, at the beach as you're relaxed, anywhere in the celebration, and many other places you can do it. Another important, you get time to do other stuffs in your life. This market is all about financial freedom, but for those guys who are struggling financially, who go to work, for example, different professions. I can take an example of these telecommunication engineers. They are supposed to stay at workplaces in order to make sure that they do everything in line. I mean, they have to look at those warning alarms and faulty alarms around their own nations in order to keep everything going good for the intercommunications in the country and worldwide in all. Yeah. So, but in Forex, it is not necessary for you to trade every time. You have to decide at what time you have to be trading. So you can decide your own time to start trading and what time not to trade. So you can open your position for trading and go do your stuffs, like you go to the celebrations, go to the studies, go to other works, do other businesses, do home cleannesses or home remedies, and all those stuffs you can do at your own time. So Forex is very good. Another important, no government fees. Actually, governments do not interfere. Governments do not interfere in this market. They do not charge any fees in Forex. The only fee that we get here is the exchange rates. Exchange rates depends with a bank with a broker or bureau de change. For those guys who have been going to the bureau de changes, you must be understanding what I'm talking about when I say exchange rates. So in Forex, if you minus these exchange rates, if you minus the bid and ask price, the buy and selling price, you'll get the difference points in decimal. So those decimal points that we get is what we call spread. You only have to take into consideration the numbers in the decimal, not the actual decimal, but you take that number of that difference that you get. So that number is the spread. So in Forex, spread is the only charges that we get, unless otherwise specified. If you do something, if you accept the terms and policies of some brokers, it depends actually what you're dealing with. So no government fees at all. Another important, anyone can learn it despite of their education. We know that in our world professions around the world, a person, in order to be working with a certain profession, she has to be holding a certain education degree, yeah. So they must have gone to the further studies concerning a particular field. If you want to become a doctor, then you have to pursue the subjects concerning with that field. If you become an engineer, then you have to go to university and study. And at the end, you are supposed to be granted a certificate dealing with that field. So you can see how actually this is complicated for some professionals. So in Forex, anyone can learn it. There is no restriction that you must be having a certain degree or whatever. But all you have to know, you need Forex education. So anyone can learn it. Anyone. Okay. Now, who is a broker? A broker is an institution that enables its clients to participate in the Forex market. So a broker provides spreads, different kinds of spreads. They can link you with different other marketers in the world. So there are three types of brokers. We have market maker, shortly so known MM. We have electronic communication network, ECN, and we have straight through processing. So we start with the market maker. So who is a market maker? A market maker is actually the guy who is participating actively in the market. He's the one capable of moving the price of the Forex price in one direction or the other. Another one, let's talk about electronic communication network, ECN. this type of broker has its own spreads in the pool. That if you want to start trading a certain currency pair, you're supposed to go and choose the available spreads within the pool of this broker. So if you try to access a certain spread and you did not find what you want, if you do not find the one you want internally, they will link you to another institution that will be matching your order. So electronic communication network is somehow complex in its processing procedures. So it's not good for those guys who like scalping and fast ways of processing the orders. So we have another type of straight-through processing. This is another type of broker. It is shortly known as STP. So STP is a broker that links its clients to different institutions, to other brokers. So they are provided with different liquidities and spreads of different current spreads from a variety of other institutions. So you'll have a wide playground for you to choose which spread you want to use. So straight through processing is the best broker that I can advise you to go and sign up for. So straight through will enable you to open even a lot size less than 0.1. For those big guys or some people who aren't even big guys but have the capability to trade with a lot of cash, it would be very, very, very likely for them be able to use the lot size of 0.1. But for moderate guys and low life standards guys, it'd be very, very hard for them to trade with a lot size of 0.1, because a lot size of 0.1 is a double-edged sword. It will make you be able to make a lot of profit within short time. And also, if the market goes against you, then you're going to get larger losses. But so in electronic communication network, the minimum lot size that you can work with is 0.1. And lot size means a number of dollar you'll make for each change in pip, for each change in decimal places. So remember what I said about the exchange rate and the spread. So when a price moves in one direction, there is a difference for the last market price and the present market price. So if you take the difference, there is change in decimal places. So for each change in price interest point will lead you to make dollars. So lot size means as a dollar per each change in price interest point. So I would like to advise you sign up for straight through processing. If you have a broker that is hybrid using the mix of two, then go ahead, go sign up for them. Okay, great. Now let's go to so what broker do I use? As I introduced before when I started this presentation, I said I'm a partner of Super Forex. Now I'll explain something to you about Super Forex now. So what is a Super Forex? Super Forex is an international brokerage house licensed by the International Financial Services Commission, IFSC. They provide top quality financial investment services to individual and corporate clients on more than 100 markets across the world. So why should you choose Super Forex? First of all, it has great customer care. The customer care that they provide is 24 hours, 5 days a week through different ways. But if you get a chance, you can access them through the WhatsApp. They will be available 24/7. But for the calls, if you want to place a call, this is all available for 24 hours, 5 days a week through different ways. Now, another important of choosing Super Forex, you get lower spreads. Remember what I said about the spreads? Now, this Super Forex has got lower spreads. So a spread is actually when you start trading, the broker will take its part. They will charge you by using the spreads. So the lower the spreads, the more likely for you to make profit. The larger the spreads, you find hard time until you reach the moment you start to be profitable. So the lower the spreads, the more you make profits. So we have low spreads here, Super Forex. Another important is minimum deposit of $1 for credit and debit cards, $2 for iPay system. In iPay system, you can use US dollar, Kenya shillings, Uganda, and Tanzania shillings. But in credit and debit cards, yeah, you can use whatever current that you deal with in your country. Another important, we have withdraw and deposit capability even without ID card verification. Other brokers will ask you for ID card verification, probably national ID. So without ID verification, you'd be able to trade. Some will allow you to trade, but they will restrict you to withdraw that money from your broker account. So in Super Forex, you're allowed to deposit and withdraw your profits even without ID card verification. So we have another important no deposit bonus for the new traders, $50 right after national ID verification. So if it is the first time to come and sign up with us at Super Forex, if you sign up for the first time and you have your your national ID card in hand, they will require you to attach it, and it will be verified within business days and business hours. So once you get verified, you can claim for your $50 no deposit bonus, and you start trading right away without any deposit. So you'll make profit in that $50 right away, and you start making profit by trading with that $50. So I wish you all the luck for you. If you come and sign up, come and claim your free $50 right away. We have another importance of Super Forex is Forex copy system. We know some people might be having a hard time trading Forex. If you're newbie in this game, for now it will be hard for you to understand what to talk about. But once you get more and more understanding, and you get participated in the Forex market, you understand what I say. Some people make losses, some people make profit. But if your trading strategy is very good, you have good foundations, then you be likely making more profit, a consistent profit. You'll be a money maker machine. So for those who are unable to make profits, there is Forex copy system. You'll be allowed to take the same trades as the Forex masters do. These Forex masters are the people who make profits very consistently. They make profit more often than they lose. So you'll be able to copy what they do. If they buy, then you copy their actions and you go buy too. If they sell, and you go sell too. So this is the importance of Super Forex by having Forex copy system. Yeah. Another important, we have free fundamental and technical analysis to your email. Right away, if you sign up, you start receiving fundamental and technical analysis to your door. Fundamental analysis is dealing with the news. Yeah, you get what economy is performing, how, and what is going on around the world. Sometimes some people say this Forex is influenced by fundamental analysis, but trust me, it's not that much. But the thing that actually manipulate the market more often is the market maker. I link you to the video on YouTube here that you go and watch out and listen what these market makers are and big banks, and understand. So fundamental analysis is only there temporary for the market. And we have technical analysis. So technical analysis is all dealing about the charts, what you're looking at. In Forex, we have charts. We do not make analysis in the air. We have to look at the charts see what is going on in the market, and then we take procedures accordingly. So technical analysis, you have a guys providing technical analysis that if the market will buy or sell, how will the market be going soon, how will the market be trending, in what direction. So technical analysis to your email. And lastly, we have free training materials. Once you sign up, I will see you in the list and we'll keep you in touch. We have our Super Forex group on WhatsApp and Telegram, even Facebook. So I will link to those social networks so that you can keep up with this stuff. Now I'm done for the explanation of the Forex stuffs for today. So what we'll talk about in the next video. In the next video, we'll talk about what to do in order to start trading. So in the next video, I'll give you a guide, a step-by-step what you should be doing in order to start trading, what you should be doing in order to be profitable, what you should be doing to be to get less losses, and many other stuffs, and also talk about the terminologies. So we'll see in the upcoming videos. So for now, if you guys have anything that you want to say, if you do not understand somewhere, you can just post your comment right below in the video, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs ups, and finally, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and hit that ring bell so that you do not miss any updates and you get notified right away when upcoming videos. So thank you very much for listening to me. It's Yon again, a partner of Super Forex, and have a nice good day.